Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory episode number 90. We are literally 90% of the way there to our first 100 episodes, and I cannot wait to hit that milestone. And in today's episode, we'll be completing our weekend league journey. Do me a massive favor, let's keep the support going on this series. Smash that thumbs up button. I'd love to see 2,500 likes on this episode, and if you fancy it, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and click that notification bell, become part of the notification squad. So we recently picked up Zola in yesterday's episode, and it turns out I love the guy. I think he's great. There's also been, like, from what went in from, like, Saturday night into Sunday, like, there's crazy, what seems to be a bit of a market crash happened. So, I lost, like, 75k on Zola in a day. But at the moment, he's going absolutely nowhere, in my opinion, unless Messi's Player of the Month SBC comes out super cheap. But yeah, like, for some reason he dropped to like 740k, so I lost loads on him, and then obviously then like other icons went down, so I think Seedorf went down as well, so we would have lost money on him too. I'm pretty sure Neymar went down like 100k, 150k, something mad, which I don't know if that's just because people are expecting the Player of the Month Messi SBC, or they're like getting ready for that, so they're getting coins ready to sink into that SBC, or what. I don't know what it is. I also have noticed that I feel like there's been a drop off this week, or since the end of the Black Friday promo. I think because a lot of the Flash SBCs we got were just pretty poor, very meh. Yet there was still like more packs than ever sold. I think people were a little bit like, well, what did we get back? Was there any giving back? Which is kind of what Black Friday is all about. And I actually feel like a lot of people maybe left the game then, or have put the game down since then. I've noticed it in like my views, and I've seen it across the board on YouTube. So I wonder if people have like sold up their teams, or are, you know, or a week later have just like sold up their team. They're not going to play it for a bit, or they're going to wait a little while, wait for Team of the Year, something like that, packing up for Christmas almost, but like, you know, want to be liquid with their coins. So I don't know quite what's going on, but the market seems a little bit crazy. It seems to be like the proper marquee players. Like I think Ronaldo dropped 100k or so as well. So I'm not quite sure what's going on, but we ended up losing our first game of the day in the 119th minute. It was 2-2, and the guy ended up beating me 4-2. Props to him, actually, for bringing on King Divock Origi, who, I mean, he didn't score the winning goal. He scored the fourth goal, but, yeah, that's ballsy. A lot of people would bring on, like, some crazy OP player, but, I guess Divock's got that Champions League factor, hasn't he? You know, he does crazy things. So, yeah, I mean, we kind of get our revenge in the next game. We score a winner in the 88th minute, you know, when we were equalised, when we were drawing to take the lead, so we actually get our winner there. So as much as we lost the last game right at the end, we've ended up winning the next game right at the end as well. Messaged both opponents, and it was like GG's. I'm genuinely playing people. We're really level matched at the moment, and there's sometimes that means that you play a really boring game, and actually sometimes it's like end-to-end craziness, and like it gets the old heart pumping a little bit, you know, when you're trying to focus and make sure that you don't make a defensive error, and that you take your chances when you get them. I mean, it's stressful, I guess, but it's also kind of fun. But we go 1-0 up in the next match. Lovely turn from Neymar. I can't always do that turn. Sometimes this game is just laggy. Sometimes, I mean, what happens here? Like, I was 1-0 up and doing quite well in the match, and this guy just like he was playing, right? He hadn't dashboarded his Xbox. He just got a disconnect. Like, I got the win. I didn't get disconnected from the servers or anything. But that guy just got a disconnect. What happens there? How's that happened? You know, I guess his internet could get cut, maybe, you know. But it just felt like a really weird scenario that I ended up getting a 1-0 win from that. And he was clearly playing. So it's unfortunate for him. But we move on, you know, we carry on. That's like an easy win, I guess, for us. We get gifted a penalty here, the 14th minute of the next match, Neymar steps up, and he's got like 99 penalties, so even though I've moved the cursor around and the circles got bigger, it was still well within the goal, so as long as the goalkeeper didn't go the right way, which he didn't, we were going to get that ball on target and score the goal. And then a thunderbolt from Paulinho. I do that every now and again. You knock it back to Paulinho, who's just chilling on the edge of the box after you've been trying to intricately work it around the box, and then he just power drives it through and you get that goal. And it actually was enough to force a rage quit, but we kind of dominated that game. So that brings us up to 12 wins. Doing pretty good, 12-3 at the moment. So and 2 of those losses were in a row at 9-1. 9-2, 9-3. I'm pretty sure anyway, because one was at the end of the last episode and one was at the start of this episode. But we come up against Drogba, Zaha, Bernard, who everyone says is a great player, and I struggled. Drogba's a difficult one to deal with because you don't come up against a striker like him all the time. We get super lucky with the goal that we score there. Like, I don't know if I obviously did the wrong shot type with the finesse, but to get that lucky bounce and just drop back down to me, and then Zola holding off Davinson Sanchez, I think it is, in that situation is just like, what? But we carry on from this attack, end up getting ourselves a goal. Mahrez just cutting inside with the McGeady spin, knocking it into Neymar, and of course that one's going to fly into the back of the net. I got a feeling this causes a rage quit as well. Maybe not. No, maybe not. I think this game goes on further. I get more goals and I get the win in this one, but I can't remember. I just thought maybe he quit at one point, but it might be here at 3-0. Little side foot finesse into the back of the net. Does he keep playing again? He keeps playing again. He actually... Oh, I remember this match. He's going to get back into it. Yeah, I remember this one. So Theo Walcott came on. I couldn't catch him. The guy's too quick. And he ran down the right-hand side and just tapped it into Zaha, who taps it into the back of the net. And then kind of instantly, he scored that goal. I took kickoff, gave the ball away, and then Drogba pushes through here. That strength there to end up holding it off and playing it back to Walcott, and Walcott scores. He literally single-handedly changed the game for my opponent right there. And then I'm like, all right, well, I was 3-0 up here. I'm not down and out. He's not going to get back in this game. We end up scoring a beautiful, a little finesse shot with Neymar there. It sort of loops in and over the goalkeeper. We like to see that, and I think we're going to make it 5-2 here. Zola knocks it through to Neymar Jr. And a cross goal finish there. Goalkeeper maybe should get a hand to that, but I don't know. I'll take the goal. But then he gives himself a red card. It's substituted on Haaland, I guess, for Drogba, I think. So he kind of like that big, stocky striker type player. You could tell what this guy enjoyed. And it was kind of working for him, I'm not going to lie. It's quite difficult to defend a fast and strong striker, even if they can't dribble, you know. But he gets it back to 5-3, even with the red card, and then he literally Walcotts me again and knocks it in. And the moments Josh King, who had also brought on, ends up getting it back to 5-4. I don't know what I was doing defensively in that game, but at least the attacking side of me was good and clinical and finishing, because otherwise that could have gone bad, and I think I deserved the win in that game. But GG's to that opponent. And then we go into this, and I'm like, at 13 wins, I mean, I should be winning this match, but genuinely, just lag. Delay is what I would say about this one. Some terrible defending from myself to begin with. I had 2 chances to clear that, and every time I just kicked it into De Bruyne. So that first goal, 100% on me and not delay. But we finally earn ourselves the opportunity to get a goal back. Like, I nearly fluffed the shot, and I don't know why, but yeah, Paulinho gets the goal. But this was just, it was just difficult. I don't know whether it was just a good opponent and the gameplay was bad. I mean, we score that belter. Paulinho actually getting 2 goals in this match. I didn't realise that until this very moment. But yeah, it was just, I don't know, I really struggled to play a switch. I really struggled to make my passes stick. It wasn't good. And he scores an 86th minute equaliser on me and takes it to extra time, of which he then scores to make it 3-2 with this Orsic, again, who's a great super sub, by the way. I wish we packed him in red. But yeah, he makes it 3-2, but I literally run up the other end. So he's going to score here. You know, he's taken the lead after being 2-1 down in the 85th minute. And then we're going to run down the other end and actually get a goal with, I can't remember who, actually. But yeah, look at that red Orsic. 95 pace, 84 dribbling, 88 shooting. That is super sub potential. Lovely ball over the top from Griezmann here. Neymar takes it down and strikes it. Comes off the post, but then Heung-min Son is there. Like, how lucky is that? So we get the equaliser, but this game is going to go all the way to penalties, of which you'll see right now. So his Alan steps up and scores. Nice. And I do think penalties are better now. I think there is more of a game of chance, which is kind of, I think, what it should be. Griezmann steps up. So it's 1-1 at the moment. No one has the upper hand. Salah steps up, sends me the wrong way. So 2-1 to my opponent. It's all good, though, as long as we don't miss here with Goretzka. And terrible penalty, and the goalkeeper gets a leg to it. So now it is advantage to my opponent, who sinks the next goal. This Orsic fella. I don't like him. I don't want to play him again. David Villa steps up, sends the goalie the wrong way. Nice one. Still advantage to my opponent, though. And it's looking bad at this point. It's looking like we might actually lose this one. Alex Teixeira steps up. It was the black boots that did me there. Teixeira steps up and scores. And then Neymar needs to score this one to keep me in it. And he gets saved. So my opponent wins the match. And I'm like, I was devastated after that one. I stopped playing for the night because I couldn't handle it. And one thing I really noticed as well is that if you're a decent player, if we play against each other and you're a good player and I struggle and you're using a 4-2-2, I cannot break it down. I cannot. There's something about the position of those players which I just super struggle with. But yeah, I got off because 1, I just lost that game and I was devastated, and 2, I genuinely felt like the servers were awful at that point in time. So we got off. I came back later and did the over the goal line SBC, which was going to be for a Prime Gold Players Pack. We've packed some good stuff from that before. You know, I'm sure we can make it happen now. Time for another little blue, right? You know, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? A little team of the group stage action. And then, well, we don't even see a border or walkout. And it's just like, what? This is a 45k pack. What are you doing to me? This should be better than this. We end up getting Hasabi. Yeah, it could have been better. It couldn't have been much worse, but it could definitely have been a lot better. Tammy Abraham in the pack there. Leighton Baines. I don't know. Maybe there's a couple of players that might sell for a little bit, but it probably wasn't even worth doing that SBC. So next up, I actually sold the Odegaard that I said I was going to hold on to because I'd had an idea. I was actually watching Tech's stream on like very late, like 4 a.m. on Saturday night into Sunday, and he was using Cancelo. Now, I don't know if it was because of chemistry or what, but he was using him over Walker. So I thought, you know what, let's get the coins together. I won't sell Walker just yet in case I don't like Cancelo. But we'll try and pick one up with a Shadow one. I got one for 23.5. Like, he normally sells for 17k, but the Shadow Chem style is what everyone recommends. So I decided to buy one with that on it because you can't pick them up for less than about 8 or 9k or 10k or something, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we'll give him a go for the remainder of this weekend league and then see if we like him or whatnot. And don't forget, we've got 1 win to get. So if the next game goes well then, and we end up getting the win, then we've hit the 14 wins that we came to get. So we can move on to that right about now. The opponent we match is this. He's got Son, he's got Bernard, he's got Insigne, Alan and Lucas. Like, it's a beatable team. My team out teams this one, right? I've got way better players. He's got some good meta stars there. That Alan and Nainggolan in midfield. It's going to be difficult. And it was difficult. I'm not going to lie. 0-0 at half time. He was playing 4-2-2 and he was a good defensive player. So I couldn't break him down. He made one mistake and I pounced. Had to get that goal, and I changed to a 4-4-2 actually because I don't know if like 4-2-2 is just like the kryptonite to 4-2-3-1. I can't seem to play with my 4-2-3-1 side against 4-2-2. I really struggle. At least with the 4-4-2, you have that little bit more width. So I thought maybe that would help us. And I think it did, because obviously we got the goal in the second half, but we did concede one. And then I didn't score that with David Villa, and I'm just like flabbergasted. How on earth, man? So this game goes to penalties. 2 games in a row we're going to penalties. We lost the last one, but we step up. And we score with Antoine Griezmann. Looking good. So Wijnaldum steps up for my opponent. Scores again. We're level right now. I really want to win this match, you know. Goretzka steps up, and that is poor from me. That is off target and terrible. And I've literally done it to myself. But fortunately, we luckily saved the next pen. David Villa steps up, sends it down the middle. My opponent's gone ahead and dived to his left. So that's a goal for me. Just need to save this one now and I'll be in the lead. And I do that. The feet of my Ter Stegen, man. He's been saving everything. So it's 2-1 to Lasty right now. Advantage Lasty. Neymar steps up, sends it bottom right, and that's a near perfect penalty. Lovely penalty from the Brazilian. So just save this one and we're all good. We win. I actually won a penalty shootout. Woohoo! And that's, of course, going to give me my 14th win, taking us to a final weekend league score of 14-4, which I'm actually pretty happy with. It's one of the better ones I've done. I have gone 14-2 before. I have gone 14-3 before. And then I might have done 14-4 a couple of times. But the last few weeks have literally been like 14-7, 14-8, 14-9. It's not been good. So... Happy is an understatement. This is the best team I've had so far. This feels like the best, most well-rounded, most balanced team. This is the best I've had. 11 goals and 10 assists in 14 games for Zola. What a start from him from Central Cam, man. I really love the guy. Great player. Highly recommend him after using him for those 14 games. Absolutely rate him. Mahrez has obviously got a quiet goal-to-game ratio because he doesn't get that involved. Sons is dropping off as well, playing out on that wide cam position. But it's just blended so well. And then Neymar, I mean, 141 goals, 75 assists in 124 games. That's mind-bogglingly awesome. He is insane. Best player I've used on this game, no doubt about it. So yeah, like, the team is the best we've ever had. We just had a pretty solid weekend league score. If I didn't have plans this weekend, and obviously I'm at 14-4, it'd be a great time to carry on. But time constraints were against me, unfortunately, this weekend. Hopefully, maybe next weekend I might have a little bit more time on my hands. If so, and if we have a good run and things don't go terribly, I might play on past 14 to see if we can maybe get gold 2 or gold 1, and just, you know, because it might be nice for some rewards at Christmas perhaps. But yeah, that is going to wrap things up for today, guys. Pretty happy with the team. Pretty happy with how things are standing right now. Cancelo was decent in the game, so we will sell Kyle Walker in the start of the next episode, and obviously just persevere with Cancelo. Hopefully we get some more SBCs and stuff over the next couple of days, because it would be nice to you know, stack a couple of packs up, open a couple of packs during this promo, maybe see if we can get another blue, because that would be awesome. Even though a lot of them aren't selling for a huge amount right now, it would of course just be nice to pack some good players. Hit me with a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Let's get 2,500 likes. I'd really love that. And of course you can subscribe to the channel if you are new. Why don't you go ahead and follow me on Insta and Twitter. The links are down below in the description. And most importantly, I hope you all have a wonderful day out there, guys. I will catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.